guys, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi and I am co-creator of a little thing called Frugal Family Food, which if you've been following me for any length of time, you know exactly what that is. But if you don't, in a nutshell, it's a collaboration that I started with my good friend Amanda Bill from the Fundamental Home, where we spotlight a channel every week to help us feed our families well on a budget by sharing frugal recipes. And this week we are celebrating Thanksgiving with a Thanksgiving marathon where we have several channels each day sharing with you a part of a Thanksgiving feast, and we are really excited at the response. And we are also celebrating you guys by having a giveaway in our Frugal Family Food group each day this week. So if you want to be entered to win, be sure to be part of our Frugal Family Food Facebook group where we share those details with you. Today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite comfort sides, dumplings. Just dumplings. A lot of people are familiar with chicken and dumplings, but my son loves just the dumplings, and I've heard of a friend of mine who sometimes she and her family will serve that as a side of their Thanksgiving meal, and I thought it was genius. So I'm going to show you really quick how I throw this together. It's a quick side, it's very delicious, very hearty, and it's a really great alternative to dressing if someone in your family doesn't like it. So let me show you what you need and I'll show you how to fix it. Okay guys, for this quick and easy recipe, here are the things that you need. You need chicken broth, self-rising flour, milk or whey if you have any on hand, salt and pepper, butter, and I'm going to be making dumplings drop style, but if you want to roll them out and make them more like what you would see at Cracker Barrel, then you would just make it like a regular biscuit dough, roll it out really thin and cut it. But I like the drop style because it's so much faster. Okay guys, first thing you're going to do is you are going to pour your chicken broth into a pot. Now, the reason why you want to do this first is because you want it to start coming up to a boil as you're preparing your dumplings. Here you can see I'm actually tasting the broth to see what it needs. I determined that it needs a little bit of salt, and I also added about a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. While your broth is coming up to a boil, you're going to put 2 cups of self-rising flour into a bowl. Then you're going to season your flour with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to taste. Then we're going to cut up 4 tablespoons of butter into our flour. Using your fingers, you're going to break up the butter into the flour until it's all incorporated. Once the butter's all incorporated, you're then going to add about a cup of milk or whey and then stir until combined. You're looking for a tacky texture. Once your broth has come to a slow rolling boil, you're going to drop your dumplings into the broth. One thing that's important to remember is as the dumplings are cooking, don't stir. Just press them down into the broth with your spoon. After about 5 minutes in cooking in the broth, they should be done. The way to check it
is to cut into your dumpling and you're looking for a biscuit-like texture. You see how it's all fluffy? That's perfect.
Okay guys, that is all there is to it, and like I said, this is delicious. You talk about a comfort food. I mean, basically it's biscuits and chicken gravy. I mean, really. But whenever you're cooking the dumplings, the flour that's in there just naturally thickens the broth, and it's so delicious. If you want to make it look a little more fancy, try adding a little bit of dried parsley to the dough of the dumplings. That makes for a really beautiful presentation. I just didn't have any, but I totally would have used some if I did have it. Another option is, instead of using a cup of your milk or your whey to make the dough, just use about 3/4 and just make a regular biscuit dough and then roll it out really thin and then cut it into squares or however you like it. This is the way I like it. I just like the texture when they're scooped out in rounds like this. Like I said, it's like a biscuit, so it's really delicious, very comforting, and my son is gonna love this. He's feeling under the weather, and this is one of his favorites, so I'm going to give this to him. But I hope you guys give this a try for your Thanksgiving table. That's it. Dumplings as a side. And don't forget to check out Frugal Family Food on Facebook to enter the giveaways. And don't forget to check out all of our other collaborators and their yummy comfort sides. You can check the description box for all of their links. That's all I've got for you guys today. Please come back again when we share with you our life, our love of liberty, and the pursuit of bacon. Bye, y'all.